Hi, welcome to my advanced hip and leg workout with a band and a small ball. I also have a chair for stability, holding on as needed for some of the standing exercises, and also for one of the exercises on our back when we do a bridge series. So let's go ahead and get started. I do have the band to start. This is a light to medium resistance. You can start with that, or you could start with something a little heavier. I have a loop band. You can use a regular resistance band and tie it in a loop. I'm gonna put this around my ankles, just above the ankles here. We're gonna start with skaters. So I'm gonna bend my standing leg, actually both legs. I'm gonna kick my other leg behind me, extending at the hip and the knee. Planting my toes behind me. I'm hinged forward a little bit at the hips. My lower abs are pulled in, all my abs are pulled in. Both my standing glute and my kicking glutes are working. My standing quads are working isometrically. Kick. 4 more. 3. Squeezing here at the buttocks. 2. Hold that here. You can hold on if you want, or you can test that balance a little bit. We're gonna lift that leg up behind us. Make sure we're extending at the hip. We're not arching at the back. Drawing those abs in. Knee is straight behind us. Knee is bent. The one we're standing on is bent. Doesn't have to go very high. My hips are neutral, so my kicking leg, knee, and top of foot are facing the ground. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Bring that in, shake those out. Bend both knees again. We're gonna do the same thing, but to the diagonal behind us. So not to the side, not to the back, to the diagonal. Getting this glute meat a little bit. A little bit of our side glutes. Standing hips and thigh muscles are working still. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that there. Lift and lift and lift. Again, I'm not opening up my hip here. I'm keeping it neutral. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring that in. We are gonna switch legs. So go ahead and kick or extend behind you first with your other leg. You can hold on as needed. You could test your balance a little bit and your stability a little bit more, not hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that out there, keep that knee straight. Extend at the hip, lifting that whole leg up behind you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that in, let's go to the diagonal. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold and lift and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You can do it. 2, and 1. Awesome. We're actually gonna switch out to our small ball. Ball between my knee, so I'm gonna put the ball between my ankles now. And we are going to releve, as you would say in ballet class, or heel lift. Squeezing the glutes, drawing the abs in, beautiful posture from toes to top of head. So I'm in a parallel position. I'm not in first position like you would be in ballet class. I'm gonna face you so you can see that. So we're working our calf muscles a little bit, but I have a little tension, squeezing the ball a little bit. So getting those inner thighs working a little bit too. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake that out a little bit. Lift those heels up again. Bend those knees. And now I'm going to open my knees apart a little bit, a little butterfly, squeezing my glutes. My knees are bent a little bit. So squeezing the ball with my heels. Squeezing the ball with my heels. 6, 5, 4, 3, a little butterfly with those knees. 2, 1, straighten the knees all the way. Do the same thing. So you can't see too much of what I'm doing here, but what I'm doing is I'm externally rotating at the hips, squeezing my heels into the ball. So my heels are squeezing and release, squeeze and release. Where I'm feeling this is calves a little bit and glutes, because I'm externally rotating at the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake that out. Place it between the knees, a little higher than the knees. Bend your knees. Lift the heels up. We have a little tension, squeezing on the ball a little bit, but we're gonna do pulses down. So my heels are lifted. So we're getting into some pure bar type of stuff, or bar class, ballet, whatever you want to call it. Isometric quads, thigh muscles here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that. Keep your heels lifted. Squeeze the ball with the knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and pulse again for 10, 9, 8, 7. Your thighs should be burning. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Squeeze the ball for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Draw the abs in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay, next we're gonna lie down on the ground or on your mat with the ball and the band. So I'm gonna put the band around my legs, above my knees, the ball between my legs, just above my knees also. I'm gonna lie down on my side. My knees are straight out to the side of me. I'm going to start by lifting and lowering my top leg. So the ball's just kind of there, but lifting up a little bit so the ball doesn't get away from me into the resistance of the band. Lifting up through the core here, through the side abs here, making sure my hips are straight up to the side. Lift and lift. So I'm not necessarily squeezing the ball with my thighs yet. That comes next. And last one. Now let's squeeze the ball with the thighs. So pressing the leg down into the ball this direction. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna lift and lower both legs. So I snuck in a little ab workout, side abs too. Obliques are working. I have a little tension. My inner thighs, squeezing the ball a little bit. Inner thighs are working. Hips are working. 3, 2, and 1. Lift and squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, you're gonna roll the top leg forward and back. Rolling the ball or just sweeping that top leg forward and back. Trying not to move the trunk with it. So you're just sweeping the hip and the leg forward and back. Feeling these glutes right here. core is turned on, just keep yourself stay put. 2, and we're gonna hold the leg to the diagonal in front of us. I'm gonna let that bottom leg come forward too a little bit to the diagonal. We're gonna do the hip lifts again. So lifting that top leg up. Knee and top of foot are facing forward, so my hip's not turned out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze the ball with the thighs, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we gotta lift both legs up and down. A little more core turned on the front lower abs this time, but hips are working too. Outer hips and inner hips as you squeeze the ball a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll the top hip back behind center, but the bottom leg is gonna stay straight in line with the trunk. So we're gonna lift the bottom or the top leg up against the resistance of the band, so it's a little bit behind our trunk. Lifting up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're squeezing the ball, so direction is down into the ball. Four, 3, 2, and 1. And now we lift both legs up together. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now we're going to take the ball away temporarily. We're going to bend the hips in front of us a little bit. Knees are bent, heels and feet are glued together. You're gonna lift that top leg, rotating the hip to a clam, open and close, working the external rotators of the hip. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that there. We're going to lift and lower the foot into internal rotation at the hip, so the knee stays put in the air here. Okay, now we're just lifting that foot off of the other foot, and you can look at the hip is internally rotating, external, internal, external. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down. Now we'll just do a straight hip abduction. The hip flexed a little bit. So knee and foot come together, lifting up against resistance of the band and down, up and down. Side hip again. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch sides. So go ahead and put the ball back between the knees. The band stays put. Let's start with lifting and lowering that top leg into hip abduction, straight out to the side, into the resistance of the band here. Knee and top of foot are facing forward, lower abs are pulled in. Abs, obliques against the mat or the ground are lifted. 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the ball now. Now we're squeezing into the ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's lift and lower everything. Lift and lower, both legs together. Feeling those side abs kick in here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift and hold. Let's squeeze the knees together as the legs are lifted. Squeeze those thighs. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down. We're going to sweep the leg forward and back, so the ball's going to kind of roll with us. Trying to keep the trunk still. We're just flexing and extending at that hip. So you need a nice, strong core to do this. Feel those outer hips working. 3, 2, last one. Go ahead and pause at the leg at the diagonal in front of us so that the lower leg meet in the diagonal also. And we're gonna lift and lower that top leg into hip abduction again. Lifting up to the resistance of the band. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and squeeze the ball. Inner thighs are working again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift everything up. Both legs together. 6, 5. Lower abs kicking in. And obliques. 5, 4. Hips. 2, 1. Roll the top leg back. Keep this leg to the side, actually. So bottom leg is gonna just stay out to the side. We're gonna lift and lower that top leg against the resistance of the band. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And go ahead and squeeze the ball. Squeeze down this direction now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift both legs up. So we're a little bit behind us here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take the ball away. Go ahead and externally rotate at the hip in a clamshell so feet are glued together. Knees are flexed forward now. Her hips are flexed forward, knees are bent. Lifting the top leg, rotating. 3, 2, lift and hold. We're gonna rotate in an internal rotation position, so knee stays put in the air here. Lifting and lowering the foot now off the bottom foot. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything. And now we lift and lower knee and foot together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. So for the next one, we're gonna use the ball and the band. The same place they just were. Band around the knees, above the knees, thigh or ball between the thighs, above the knees. And we're going to bridge up and down on an elevated surface like a couch or a chair, or you can just do this without having the feet on elevated surface, just in a bridge position, if you want it to not be as challenging. So we're just starting with some regular hinge bridges. Core is tight, squeeze the glutes, lifting up through the hips and the buttocks. Squeeze every time. 4, 3, 2, hold that there. We're gonna squeeze the ball with the thighs or the knees. 7, 6, in the elevated position here. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to just do a little open and close, bringing the knees apart into the band. So like a little pulse basically, so you don't lose the ball. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze that ball with your knees again. Let's just pulse the hips up and down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, through the glutes, 1. Let's do all of that with one leg. Go ahead and straighten one leg up to the ceiling, and we're going to start with the hinge bridge, keeping those hips level. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Hold that there, squeeze the ball. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 with the thighs. Now open a little bit into the band. Knees go apart. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's pulse up and down at the hips, thrusting the hips towards the ceiling. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that down. Let's switch legs. We're gonna lift and lower. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the ball with the knees and our thighs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those hips lifted and level. Let's bring the legs apart a little bit into the band. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse everything up and down. We're almost done with this part. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Take the band away. Part is gonna be just with a ball. I'm gonna also put a pillow under my belly here to help support my back a little bit. Go ahead and put the ball behind your thigh. Squeeze the ball with your leg. And I'm gonna rest my hands on my head on my hands, and I'm gonna squeeze the ball. Squeeze my heel into my butt. Getting my back of my thigh, my hamstring. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to now lift the ball up with my leg, extending at my hip, squeezing my glute here. 4, 3, 2. Hold that there, squeeze the ball with your leg lifted and extend it at the hip. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to bring the leg out to the side a little bit, and I'm going to squeeze the ball, squeezing my heel into my buttocks. So I'm in an externally rotated position at my hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm lifting and lowering my leg out. So I'm in ballet. It's called an attitude position. So externally rotating and extending the hip, getting that glute max, okay? Big butt muscle. 3, 2. Make sure you're working through the glutes. If you're having an issue with that, you can go on all fours. Make sure if you're getting some issues into your back, or get another pillow. Hold that there, squeeze the ball. 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's switch sides. Squeeze the ball, heel towards buttocks. 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Lift and lower that hip. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold and squeeze the heel towards the buttocks again with the hip elevated. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. Bring that hip into an externally rotated position. So knee comes out to the side, heel squeeze into buttocks, squeezing that ball. Lift and lower that leg. Four, 3, 2, hold and squeeze. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, I hope you enjoyed.